So far, we've walked through Procreate animation tools and several animation techniques. In this lesson, I will walk you through applying those skills on a Halloween animation. In order to create my animation, I will set up my file in Procreate. Then I will sketch out my ideas and then refine my design. Then I will apply the animation techniques. And then lastly, I will export the animation. To create a new project, I'm going to tap on the plus icon in the top right, and then I will tap the new canvas icon here to select the dimensions. I'm gonna go with 1080 by 1080 as it'll give me a small optimized size that can easily be uploaded to Skillshare since it has a file size limit. Next, I'll tap Create Button. Next is the sketching phase. Sketching is really helpful in coming up with ideas for your holiday design. And as you can see, I like to keep my sketches rough and quick. This stage is all about ideation, which can be hampered by focusing on details and perfection. And as you can see, I'm just playing with some ideas for what creatures I want to show. I will also explore different greetings that I can use and how to draw them. Once I'm done sketching out all my ideas, I'll work on refining the design. So taking a look at my illustrations, I'm gonna go through and select what creatures I want to pull out and refine my final design. So I will circle the skull, the eyeball, the ghost, and then lastly, I'm gonna choose the pumpkin. Next, I'll look at my type exploration, and I really like the spooky night lockup at the bottom. And then here is my refined illustration. As you can see, I've laid out my composition and refined the drawings. As mentioned earlier, the refinement stage is where you can really fine-tune your illustration to your liking. Once I'm happy with the outlines, I will add in color. And here you can see my final illustration where I added color. Now, let's dive into the animation. Once again, I will pull up the Actions menu and go to the Canvas submenu and toggle Animation Assist. Now, I'm going to realign my layers to get my file ready for animation. I'm going to make sure to group all my static layers into either the background or foreground groups and leave everything that will be animated in between those groups. And I will select those static groups in the timeline panel and toggle on foreground and background so those layers remain static in their respective positions. This is an important step as it will keep these layers visible on all frames. Next, I'm going to apply the blinking lights technique. So I'll duplicate my lantern light frame and reduce the opacity in the second frame. Then I will play back the animation, which is way too fast. I want it to look more like a subtle candle flickering, so I will slow down the speed and then once again play it back. And I've decided to lower it again to 4 frames per second. Next, I'm going to create a new layer and group it with my first animation layer, which will now become the new first frame. And then I will change my color to red and we'll draw in red lights in each skull's eyes. And we'll repeat the action for the second frame. And in the first frame, I'm going to change the red color to black since the red light will completely go out, leaving the eyes dark. And I will play back the animation to review the look. And this looks good. Next, I'm going to add a twinkle animation to the little stars in my illustration. Since the stars are in a static layer, I'm going to rearrange my layers so that the stars layer is in each frame so I can animate them. Next, I'm going to select all the stars and delete them. I will then go in on the same layer and redraw them as smaller size. The back and forth between the small and then the fully extended star frames is what will create that twinkle effect. Next, I will play back the animation to review how things look. It's important to review the animation throughout the process to make sure the animation looks the way you want. Next, I'm going to export the animation. Once again, I'll go up to the Actions menu and then click the share icon to get my export options. And then I will tap on animated GIF and I will get a new screen with a preview of my animation. To export a transparent GIF, toggle transparent background and it'll remove your background. And I want my background, so I'm going to toggle this back off. And then I will tap the export button. But what do you do if you want to export a video? I'll show you how to do that. All you have to do is tap animated MP4 this time. And then once again, you'll get a new screen with a preview of your animation. And all you have to do is tap export to export the video. And there you have it. I just walked you through my process for implementing the class skills into a Halloween animation, including how I sketch ideas and refine my design, and how you can adapt the animation techniques from this class for different purposes. To dive deeper into Procreate's animation features, check out my full class at the link below.